Hi everybody, James here. Hope everybody's doing okay today. We're going to go over Unit 10 this week, and it's going to be very easy for you guys this week. There's not going to be any homework except for your smart choice, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. But just keep in mind before we get started that your persuasive essay, your assignment 2, is due next Sunday night, May 24th at 11:59. So please keep that in mind. Next week I will go over your oral presentation, which will be the last assignment that you guys get. So please keep that in mind, that this is the only thing that we're going to focus on this week as far as your homework, except for your smart choice and your online videos, of course. So your oral presentation is June 14th, and your smart choice practice extra credit units 7 through 12, that's June 26th. So make sure that you guys complete those extra credit units if you want the extra credit points, okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this. Like I said, we're going to jump into Unit 10. We're going to talk about mysterious phenomena. Okay, we're also going to go over something called modals plus have. And you guys are aware of modals like would and could and might. You've probably already seen those. We've seen modals when we talked about the second conditional. So we're going to go over those things. So again, mysterious phenomena. Learn about these modals plus have, like may, might, couldn't, could, must have. Okay, when we're talking about certainty and uncertainty and things like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into our vocabulary. Okay, as usual, you guys look at page 64 in your books, and we'll go over this. Okay, so again, we're talking about mysterious phenomena, mysteries, as a matter of fact. So when we're talking about mysteries, we're talking about things you've already been experienced with, probably. I don't know if you have seen them or not, but things like ghosts or vampires or Loch Ness Monster, for example. And using these words for our vocabulary, we're not talking about the names of the specific phenomena, but we're talking about things that we see in the newspaper or things that we see on TV or something like that. Okay, so here's our vocabulary. So here we are, we're looking at a newspaper, it looks like, or a magazine called Weird News Weekly, and they have certain articles in here. We just want to plug these words in. Okay, so if we look at number 1 here, we see Loch Ness Monster seen again. Okay, Loch Ness Monster seen again. I think in Korea you guys call it Nessie, big giant monster. So if you see any hints in here like seen again, you see with your eyes, you see with your sight. So that would be sighting. Okay, somebody has seen the Loch Ness Monster. There was a sighting. Okay, number 2, 3,000-year-old book guessed World Cup winners. Also knew about email, election results, natural disasters. So we're talking about something in the past that guessed about something in the future. So when you do that, you make a prediction. Okay, so number 2 is E, prediction. Okay, number 3, mountain monster, a fake. Fake means not real, just a man in a costume. So fake, we're looking for another word up here that means the same thing as fake. Same thing as fake is also called a hoax. It's a hoax. So the mountain monster is a hoax. Okay, number 4, new discovery suggests aliens. So when we're making a suggestion about a mystery or trying to predict or guess what's going to happen in some such situations, we make a theory. Okay, so there's a theory. I actually call it a hypothesis, but some people call it, there is a theory that suggests aliens were responsible. Okay, so number 4 is D, theory. Number 5, who built the pyramids? Who built the pyramids? it's still a mystery. Was it these guys who built the pyramids? We don't know. At least some people don't know. Some people think it was aliens. Some people believe that, yes, humans could build the pyramids. But it's kind of a mystery for some people. So, who built the pyramids? That is a mystery. And last one. Here is a cloud that kind of looks like a spaceship. It's a cloud looks like a UFO. Okay, this is a picture. Okay, it's a picture, and you can see that, yeah, it's shaped like a UFO, but it's the picture itself. It's the picture itself. So this would be considered a trick photo. Okay, trick photo. I don't know if any of you have ever been to the Trick Eye Museum, but you can get trick photos like that. The Trick Eye Museum, I think in Nampodong. It's a pretty cool place if you've never been there. Okay, let's jump down to exercise 2 here. Exercise 2, we're going to complete the chart with the words in the box. Okay, here we have more words that are focused on mysteries, are focused on mysterious phenomenon, and sometimes we see these words when we're reading, again, the newspaper or seeing programs, watching programs on TV. So where would we plug these in? We've got true and we have false on both sides of the continuum, and we got here in the middle 50% might be fake. Might be fake. Okay, so when you hear a rumor, when you hear a rumor, what do you think? Is that true? Is that false? Or it might be fake? Well, I'm going to say 50-50. Probably rumors are not usually true, but sometimes they turn out to be true. Doubtful. Okay, doubtful. When somebody's doubtful, that again sounds like something that could be true, but it could be fake. It's something that you're not quite sure about. It's a little bit doubtful, so that would be might be fake too. It could be true though. Like, I doubt that I will be rich one day, but you never know. You never know. It could be true. A myth. Okay, myth. A myth tends to be usually fake. Sometimes if you read about like ancient myths in the Bible or in stories and scientists study it, they actually find out that it might be true. But usually myths are considered fake. Suspicious. Some suspicious is the same thing as doubtful. It's a little bit the same here. So when something is suspicious, something might be fake. Okay, definite. Okay, this is 100%. We'd probably plug this into true. Something is definitely true. Scam, like a phishing scam. I'm sure everybody's aware of phishing scam. We know that that's fake. It's usually illegal to do that. Proof. Okay, proof would be considered 100%. If you have proof about something, then it's true. Positive as well. Definite and positive, these are typically the same thing. They are synonyms, so positive would be considered true as well. Okay, so there you go with our vocabulary. So please make sure that you study all the vocabulary on page 64 on this page here, and also don't forget to study the vocabulary words that are listed here, okay, in our PPT. Okay, so please study those vocabulary words too. And as I always say, don't forget the words in the back of the book, page 138. Please study those words as well. Okay, so there you go. As you can see, there are definitely words that focus on describing mysterious phenomena, discussing mysterious phenomena. Okay, so please study those words. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into our grammar point for today. We're going to learn about these modals plus have. Modals being may, might, couldn't, must. And we use those in different situations. We use those to talk about certain percentages or certain probabilities. So we're talking about modals of certainty when we're talking about these modals here. Okay, so let's consider these modals and think about them in general. Let's kind of like take a little bit of a practice test or a practice quiz. And we want to use the following modal verbs to explain things that are certain or uncertain. So we're sort of testing ourselves to see whether something is just a little possible or maybe possible or definitely possible. Okay, so when we use the word, the modal must have and the have must have, we use that to express a strong conviction that something is or was certain. So this is basically 100% something that is true. Okay, something that is true, certain. So for example, aliens are more advanced, they must have built them. So here this person thinks that the aliens are very intelligent, more intelligent than humans, so they believe 100% that aliens must have built them. Something more on 50% would say may, might, could have. May, might, could have. We use may, might, could have to express a possibility that something is or was uncertain. So this is a 50%, and we want to express a little bit of doubt. It's not definite, so we might say something like, I didn't see it clearly. It might have been a UFO. It could have been a UFO, or it may have been a UFO. Okay, again, not quite certain. Similar here with must not, could not. Here, though, this is 100%. So I wish I could draw a line here. Must have and must not have, of course, those are going to be opposites here. They're going to be opposites. Okay. So must not, we use that to express a strong conviction that something isn't or wasn't certain. Okay, something is or wasn't certain. So humans can do that. It couldn't have been aliens. It couldn't have been aliens. So now we're thinking 100% that the aliens could not have done that. Okay, and this is the last one. So must not have, could not have, and must have, these are opposites. And then may, might, could, and may not, might not. Okay, these are opposites as well. Again, 50% here. So 50, 50, 100%, 100% there. So may not, might not have to express a possibility that something is or was uncertain. Something like this. Some animals eat dogs. It may not have been Bigfoot. Okay, so here we got a 50% that it probably was not Bigfoot that ate somebody's dog. Okay. Okay, so what we want to be able to do is we want to be able to transform sentences, change sentences from just regular active sentences. Okay, like I am sure aliens built the pyramids. Here we just have a simple active sentence there. And we want to be able to use some modals and the past participle, the PP, in a sentence. So in this situation here, what we simply do is we can eliminate the first subject and verb predicate here, I am sure. That's 100%, right? That's 100%. And we simply take the object, the direct object, and we make that the subject of the sentence. And then we put the modal and have in front of that, or behind that. So I am sure aliens built the pyramids. We can say aliens must have built the pyramids in this situation. It is not possible that it was a ghost. Okay, it is not possible that. Okay, we can take all of that out. We can just throw that away right here. Make it border, throw it away. We can make this the subject of our sentence and put our modal in there. We can say it couldn't have been a ghost. It couldn't have been a ghost. It is possible that it was a UFO. It is possible that it was a UFO. It is possible that, again, 50%, we can change that to might have plus PP. So we can throw this away. It is possible that. You can border, throw that away. Make it the subject of the sentence, and we can say that it might have been a UFO. It might have been a UFO. And remember, we're using the past participle. Okay, the past participle. Okay, in this situation here, the past participle of is, right? Okay, last one. It is possible that Bigfoot ate my dog. Okay, it is possible that, again, we can throw this away, change it to may have plus the past participle. Past participle of eat is going to be eaten. So we can say Bigfoot may have eaten my dog. Bigfoot may have eaten my dog. Okay? Alright, so why are we using these modals plus have? We're using them to speculate or to try to guess what is happening in a particular situation here. And we can use these modals in any situation where there's a mystery. Like, for example, it was 6 p.m. There were people swimming in the lake. Suddenly there was a roar and a big splash a short distance away. Well, we can sort of guess or speculate what happened there. We can say it must have been a dinosaur, or it must have been Loch Ness Monster, or it may have been a giant rock. So again, we're making speculation on certain situations here. And anytime that you have certain situations, you can kind of guess. Like, for example, there was a crowd of people in front of the local supermarket looking up at the sky. Well, it may have been a UFO. It may have been an airplane on fire, or it may have been a flock of birds. Who knows? A woman aged 24 was lying on the floor with bite marks on her wrists and neck. We'll speculate. What was it? It must have been a vampire, because vampires bite people's necks and wrists for their blood. Okay, so I'll not go over 4 and 5, but you can sort of guess and see how we can use these modals in certain situations here. Okay, so let's take a look at your book again. Let's turn to page 66 in your book, and we'll go over these exercises covering your grammar. Okay, so here we are on page 66. Pretty easy, at least in my opinion, is pretty easy. So basically, what we're going to do is we're just going to choose the correct modal and have in this search situation here. Over here on this side, you have uncertain, and here you have certain. Okay, so it's kind of easy. Choose the correct phrase. Look for certain hints in the sentences, like Joe saw the aliens too, so it may have or couldn't have been a dream. Well, if somebody saw it, they're not dreaming, so it could not have been a dream in this situation. There was another witness. You might not have, or you must not have seen the monster. You're not scared. Okay, well, I imagine if you seen the monster, if you saw the monster, then you'd be very scared. But this person is not scared, so 100% they must not have seen the monster. They didn't see the monster, so they're not scared. I didn't see the object clearly. Okay, so they didn't see it clearly. It wasn't clear. So in this situation, we're not 100% sure. It could have been. So we're talking about 50%. Okay, 100% is for must. 50%. I didn't see it clearly, so that's not for certain. Sue must have, or Sue might have seen the strange lights. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. This is our hint here. I'm not sure. So we're talking about 50%. So we would say Sue might have seen the strange lights, but I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, last exercise here, and this is what we just did with the practice exercises a little bit ago. Be able to change sentences, flip the subjects, and enter the modals plus have. So here we want to use may, might, could, or must have in this situation. And there may be more than one answer in these situations, so there's just not one definite answer. So you'll see that number 1 is already done. It says, did you hear that someone saw a UFO in New York? Yes, I'm sure it was a hoax. It must have been a hoax. Remember, we're taking the subject. Okay, we're throwing it in there. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, I don't know. It looked real in the picture. It was probably a trick photo. It was probably a trick photo. Okay, so probably, what can we say in here? Was probably, we can say, not 100%, we can say it might. Okay, probably it might have been. It might have been a trick photo. It may have been a trick photo. We can say that too. It could have been a trick photo. And if you think it's 100%, you can say it must have been a trick photo. Okay, so again, we can probably throw all of those answers in there depending on how you think it, how you believe it was certain or uncertain. Okay, last one. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Maybe 50%. Maybe they wanted to sell it to the newspapers. Okay, maybe they wanted to sell it to the newspapers. Okay, so what could we say here? They may have. They probably just put that story on there so that they can make some more money, sell them some newspapers. Okay, so they may have, and we can throw all this in there. Okay, we can throw all in there. They may have wanted to sell it to the newspapers. Okay, they might have wanted to sell it to newspapers, and here's a little bit of a hint right there that we're not 50% sure, so we can just throw may in there and that would work just fine. Okay, they may have wanted to sell it to newspapers. They must have wanted to sell it to the newspapers. Again, there's not just one answer, depending on your belief of certainty and uncertainty here. Okay, so there you go. That is your grammar point. Okay, your modals plus have. And I'll go ahead and just close this all out because my computer's memory is not very good. Okay, so you guys, that's it for your vocabulary and your grammar point. If you have any questions about it, you guys can always post to the class Kakao. Okay, and there are your answers there as usual. Okay, so your homework, guys. Like I said, I just want you to focus on your assignment 2, your persuasive essay. This is the only homework that you have this week other than Smart Choice. You have Smart Choice homework as well. You have that every week. But I want you to focus all your attention on your assignment 2. Remember, the due date is next Sunday, May 24th at 11:59 p.m. Please upload your assignment 2 to the persuasive essay folder. Okay, I've opened the folder on Plato, so you can put your assignments in there, upload your assignments there. Your other homework, as usual, practice your reading, read Hoax Busters and do the exercises on page 68, and please study the vocabulary words from Unit 10 on page 138. Please also complete all Unit 10 activities in smartchoicepractice.com. As usual, those are going to be due next Sunday as well, May 24th at 11:59. And please don't forget to go to your Plato and watch your online lecture every week. You guys should be watching this. Okay? Alright, so again, one more time, you guys, this is the most important thing. Your persuasive essay is due next Sunday. It's due next Sunday. Please watch the video that I made, okay, that goes over your assignment 2, the one that goes over Kung Fu. Make sure you have the same setup, the same format, okay, that I showed you. Okay? Alright, you guys. If you have any questions, please remember that we have our Kakao Talk class. That's for us. Don't be shy. Post your questions there. Okie dokie. That's it, you guys. Let's help each other. Let's get our assignments done. And that'll be it. Okay, you guys. That's it for Unit 10. You guys, good luck this week. I'll see you next time.